To start off, I want to say no, this is not one of those videos where you have some guru that tell you you're going to make such amount of money within a very short amount of time frame. So if you click this video expecting to make 5,000 or 10,000 or a huge amount of money within a very limited time frame, then this is not going to be one of this video. Now, what I'm going to show in this video will require some work. And also, if you're new to this channel, I've done multiple videos that shows how I built channel from zero to hundreds of thousands of dollars from leveraging Faces channels. And I've also even shared some past clients that I've worked with that I was able to help them to grow their channel. Now, one of the things that's going to be very special in this video is that I've actually never done a video that talks about YouTube Short. This is gonna be my very first video on this channel. I'm talking about YouTube Short. Now, me personally, most of my channel are on long form because obviously long form video pays a lot more. You have a higher RPM. And for me, it's one of my specialty. Now, short is a lot easier to go viral with, but at the same time, YouTube Short have a lower RPM, which means they pay a lot less. So for example, if you get 1 million views on a long form channel, sometimes that can equal over $10,000. But on a short, that could literally be about $100 or $500. So it's a big difference. But in this video, I'm actually gonna show you guys a client that we actually helped to get his channel up to like $7,000 on a monthly basis using YouTube Short. And I'm gonna reveal the niche and even some of the video that we actually were able to produce on that video. Disclaimer, this is not my channel personally, it's a client channel. So I took some screenshot. As you guys can see, in the last 28 days, the channel made about $7,000 right now. In the last 90 days, it made 49,000. So the revenue went down a little bit, but it's gonna go back up. In the last 365 days, it made over 200,000. And total, since we started the channel in August, the channel got over 1 billion views. So I think so far we're about 7, 8, so August all the way to 9 April. Somebody can help me do the math. We're the 9-month in with this specific channel. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to YouTube. I'm gonna show you guys the channel, which is one of the most popular things that is going viral right now. Is there's a lot of stuff happening with the economy, right? We're in the middle where there's a tariff or whatever you call it. There's a lot of stuff happening. There's war happening. So there's a lot of things that are happening economically. And on this specific channel, we actually made a structure to upload short that talks about certain things that are happening with the economy, whether this is about Trump, and sometimes whether it's Candace Owens, whether it's Kanye West, whether it's Joe Biden, whether it's whoever this guy is. So I'm gonna click in the video just so you guys can see the structure, for example, and I'm just playing for a couple seconds.
This is a perfect example of how to stand up for your constituents.
I support Ukrainians, but I represent Americans. And Americans want to stand alongside Zelensky and push back on Putin, but they want us to do our job responsibly. When I hear the majority leader of the other party say, quote, a time of war, when I sat with the majority leader in a rules committee meeting and he said, we're at war, and I'm wondering when we voted to go to war. We're gonna have a proxy war and we're gonna get 40 billion.
Now in total, just to pause it, it's just him speaking for the rest of the video. Usually the intro, we have like a reaction, so some sort of commentary to make the video original, so it's not just copy and paste, and then you basically play the video that you're reacting to in a way. Play on next.
This is a perfect example of how to respond to race-baiting questions from...
So in general, you can sub-niche in something more specific. So for example, this is a perfect example of how a politician winning an argument. This is a perfect example, and that's the structure of most of the video. And for example, going back to the channel, uploading about 2 videos a day was able to help to sustain getting about 5 million views every 48 hours, usually about 2 million views basically every 24 hours to get us to that amount of earning. Now what I did for you guys in this video is I made a sheet. Doesn't mean you have to copy specifically that niche. There's obviously thousands of different niches. There's certain things that me personally, myself in my 5 years of doing YouTube, that I haven't come across. I've had client that comes with certain channel idea that I never thought could have been a channel idea, or I never thought actually existed. This one is an obvious one where a lot of people probably seen and watch political content. So I'm gonna show you guys and walk you through, you guys, how can you find a niche. Now, preferably these are some of the stuff that I look for when I'm finding a profitable niche to actually start a short channel on. Number one, I want to see that the channel is getting consistently over 100,000 views per short, which show me that there's a high demand of people that are watching this type of video. Number two is the video can be automated and cheap. As you guys saw, and are easy to make in some way. As you guys saw in the video, it was just, we have like 11 voiceover, right? We have in the beginning the voiceover, and then we just play a clip that we got from Fox News or even a CNN or even Forbes channel, and we just play that video for that short amount of time frame, and that's basically the short. Very easy to make, and it's also very easy to automate. You can literally get somebody in a Fiverr to make this video for you for less than $15. And sometimes you might have to do the research, or you can train them to do the research to find this video to create the short for you. And as you guys can see, I put infinite source to pull new video from. Now, there's always gonna be something new about political content. You can never run out of idea. There's always something new happening. There's always a new war. There's always a new conflict. So there's always ideas. I believe if we actually go to Forbes YouTube channel, so we're gonna type Forbes, actually Forbes News. All right, there it is. And we can see on a daily basis, they upload 2 minutes ago, 26 minutes ago, 27 minutes ago, 42 minutes ago, 1 hour ago. If we just keep going down, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. 27 times 4, you guys can do the math, whether that's 60 videos uploaded in the last 24 hours in different topics, covering different things that are happening. So there's always something with news. Whether you go to TMZ, you can see something that's happening in recent time. So you can never run out of idea. And another thing I like to put thirdly is video can be improved. A lot of time when I'm starting a channel or I have a client starting a channel, I always tell them or myself to ask myself, how can we improve, or how can we improve the ideas? How can we improve the video quality? So a lot of time I look for a way that I can improve, whether it's making it more entertainment, whether sometimes I see my competition not adding music and adding like a suspense music, because obviously music have an emotion on people, which can help them stay and retain their attention. So sometimes the smallest thing can play a big role. And sometimes you might find a niche where the competitor, they're not doing high quality videos. They're just using lazy editing, very easily done. And sometimes fast paced editing and keep people's attention a lot better. So let's say they might play one clip, which is boring, and they just show like one person speaking for like 30 seconds. But in your video, you have zooming in, zooming out. So now you have the clip, the angle changing, which help with the retention of the audience. Simple things like that, somehow finding a way to improve your quality compared to the competitor, play a big role to make your channel actually stand out from all the other channel. Now, the other one is a barrier to entry. Now, I talked about making sure the video can be cheap and automated, which you can produce a lot more, also a little bit cheaper, or even you can do it yourself to save costs. But at least make sure there's a barrier to entry, which means it's not easy to replicate. And a lot of time I would find a niche where I was able to tap in very easily, but based on the stuff that I did to improve the videos, which make it harder. I've had niches where we had to create 3D or certain type of animation, which costs more money, but because it costs a lot more money, the average person wouldn't be easily able to replicate my personal channel. And the last one is original and transformative content. Now, we can have a whole masterclass about what makes an original content, but I'm going to just sum it down to just the simplistic stuff. I usually tell people you don't just copy and paste a video from the internet. You can do that technically, but you want to add your own commentary, right? Which is why most of those channels, we have a voiceover. Whether you use ElevenLabs, whether you use your own voice or some AI voice, just make sure that it sounds humane, which is why I do recommend using ElevenLabs for that voiceover, because they have AI voiceover that actually sound like a real person. So you want to make sure there's, original commentary from you, actually giving your opinion, and you're not just copying and paste somebody's video. So obviously having a voice in the background helps a lot with that. And these are some optional stuff which doesn't have to be that I put on here. Usually when you build a short channel, you don't want to put long form video on the same channel. So seeing that it have potential of doing long form video, for example, for having a political content, you can have a second channel where you can do long form and make a lot more money from that second channel. Now you have two streams of income. And also preferably, this could be a hard one, especially as a beginner, because sometimes people say, okay, what are the high RPM niche? How do you know if a niche is high or not? And a lot of the time when I start a certain channel, I didn't even know the RPM until I started making money. I kind of identify what the RPM is. For the people that are wondering what is the RPM, it's basically how much you get paid per thousands of views. I don't worry too much about it, but if you can find those niches that have high RPM from testing, and a lot of time, like I tell most people, most of the niches that have high RPM are the channel that are based more toward education. When you think of stuff like finance, whether health content that are teaching some stuff, and believe it or not, even some gossip channel, which are not toward education, sometimes have like a high RPM. So any channel that focuses on education, especially at a high level, usually get paid a lot more. So for example, if you have a channel that's talking about how to be a lawyer and different things like that, the RPM is going to be a lot higher. And of course, make sure the niche have enterprise value, which is an optional thing also, which kind of led to you might be able to even sell, which in the future you might even be able to sell your channel, and also product can be sold. Now, in that specific niche, when we talk about gossip and news and things like that, there's rarely a chance for you to promote and sell product unless you're going to sell merch and things like that. But if you can be ideally even in a niche where you can sell stuff in the back end, and shorts get a lot of lucrative view and you can only make a small percentage of sell, it's gonna pay a lot in the future. Now, I'm gonna show you guys how to actually find niches. So beside me just giving you an example of what work, there's, like I said, thousands of niches, and I can't put it onto one video, and I don't know it all, right? I'm not a know-it-all. I haven't come across it all. But I'm gonna show you guys how I personally do research to be able to find short niches so you can start a channel on. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open an incognito tab, so that way my search is not filtered. So we're gonna open incognito, and then we're gonna go to short. So where it says shorts right here, we're gonna go to short. Now, we're gonna scroll and trying to find some faces channel. Now, this is a personal channel because I can see their face on their profile. I'm gonna keep scrolling. This is a personal one. This is a personal. I'm gonna open this. It looked like a personal because I see the guy's face, but I'm just gonna open it and kind of see what type of video that they're doing. Okay, so I can see that was kind of like a lucky video because they're not really getting traction. It's a very small channel. So let's keep going. Personal.
If so, this girl gets 8.
Now I'm gonna pause this. I'm gonna open this in a new tab. Once we look at this channel, I can hear the voiceover, and I know they're using like an AI voiceover because I can hear it. This specific channel have 536 video uploaded so far. Started around in September 2023. So I'm gonna watch a couple of their videos.
See, in the mountainous areas of China,
so it's a
at
faceless.
first glance it may seem like a wooden pole, but if you look at it carefully, that's why I say that.
So this is a faceless channel right here. This is an idea of a niche right here. They're just doing interesting fact or interesting things right there. Now, personally, this channel is a little bit older, and I don't like the view count. Like I said, remember like the requirement that I have. I want to find something more lucrative, and at least even a little bit of a newer channel.
I got some sad. I got some sad news. Your mama died. Don't worry, Dad. I will bring her back to life. That's impossible. If he's scrolling.
I'm gonna open this in a new tab. Alright, this channel is just a little bit smaller, so we're gonna keep looking.
Hey everyone, who wants to play Two Truths and a Lie? Oh, I'll go for.
Alright, this one only have 3 comments. I'm guessing this is a small channel. This is a new channel. So this is somebody trying to start a short channel.
Mom, I know what I want to do for spring break. What happened to your face? This is for my new job. Is your new job fighting Batman? Because you look like the Joker.
So we're gonna pause that. Now this channel is actually a recent channel. This is the first video. Let me see when did they upload it. I can go to the description right here. Alright, so they started in February 16, actually just recently. They haven't uploaded that much. And once I look at their video, for example, these aren't getting too much traction, but it seems like those videos that they did, the ranking one, this one actually performed a lot better. They should have done a lot more ranking videos. So this might be a potential like sub niche to actually get into that he accidentally did and went viral, but he's doing other stuff right there. So just doing basically ranking roasts. That could literally just be one niche, and of course adding like that commentary to make it original. So let me just keep scrolling.
I got some sad news. Your mama died.
Você não sabe o que pode.
I'm still learning about life. My woman brought children for me, so I can.
Look when Mom whistles. Father took ball and knocks down all Pringles bottles and becomes happy. Then Father quickly goes.
I'm gonna open this one and actually kind of see it. Well, this is a personal channel because the same person basically doing short video. Gonna go to next.
Still too short.
Hi, want to be my husband?
Hi, actually this isn't the right ring.
Want to be my fiance?
Your ring doesn't fit.
Maybe you want to be my husband.
Yes, darling, now we...
So this one is actually hilarious. So I'm gonna open this in a new tab. Alright, so this is actually It's actually a niche. Like I tell you guys, I see the weirdest stuff that I haven't even come across. So this is it seems like a new channel, 139,000 subscriber, 33 video uploaded so far, and I can see the first video was uploaded. Let's look at the description to see. The first video was uploaded in March 19. At the time making this, I haven't even been a month yet. So this channel I haven't started more than a month ago. So it's actually a very good idea of a niche right here. So they're doing like some sort of animation, basically drag and drop. If we look at, let me look at this one that got over 1.6 million views.
Hi.
Come on, son. It's time to go to school.
Stop right there. Take this, monster.
Try this.
Catch this rock!
Kids, why are you hitting my friend Messi?
Dad, he's not Messi.
So obviously, it doesn't take a big brain to actually come up with this idea. And also, you can easily do this with CapCut a little bit and kind of cut the. It's gonna ask for you to like the visual. You can even use Canva to do a little bit of the visual, but you can easily hire an editor to actually do this for you on Fiverr. Now they come up with their own story plot line, and one thing that I can see that they do, they dial down more toward football, right? They use a lot of their video. They just use Messi and also Ronaldo, and they use Speed, who's a big fan of Ronaldo, and also Mr. Beast, who recently did a video with Ronaldo. So it seemed like they just dialed that into that. And I'm telling you guys, somebody thought of this random thing. Like I would never thought of this and be like, you know what, let me make a video on that. And it's actually performing, right? Some of the video, for example, are getting 1 million views, 100, 800,000, 76, 1 million views. And these are recently uploaded, 139,000, 169,000. This is an idea of a niche. Like sometimes I see the stupidest stuff, but people are actually making money off it. They're making original video on the stupidest stuff. So this is an idea of a niche. So basically, to recap the step that I just went through, just find those niches, which I would have never known exist, is you just open YouTube on incognito tabs. That way it's not filtered by what you recently watched. And head to the short tab and just start scrolling through. And also on a daily basis when you're on YouTube, because I know a lot of us browse YouTube. Me, I browse YouTube for fun when I'm bored sometime. You want to keep an eye out for new stuff that are coming out, right? You might come across a possible Faceless channel niche, and it could be the next winner for you to make money. So instead of just browsing YouTube just for fun, you can potentially find a niche that can bring you the next $10,000 or $100,000 if you stay consistent with it. Now, a lot of time, for example, that one channel that I saw, for example, I'm not an editor, I'm not a professional editor. For most of my channel, I usually just hire people to edit the video for me. You can easily go to Fiverr or even Upwork. Usually what I used to do when I first started the business model, and I wasn't too familiar with editing and how some people were making their video, when I wanted to do my video, I would literally pay somebody, right? A professional editor, let's say you pay them just $20 for consulting, right? Hey, I want you to tell me, and sometimes you don't even have to pay them, you can just DM them on Fiverr, they'll give you the task for free. Hey, can you tell me how they're making this video? And some people will ask for a pay, they can get on Zoom with you, or they can send you a text, and they can break down how they're making the video. So even you yourself can be able to make those videos, because sometimes out of the short, they'll probably take, let's say, an hour to be able to make, depending on the niche, depending on the quality that you're gonna be going for. So you can even add on to making the video yourself, or if you wanna go just the route of just getting somebody or paying somebody to actually do this for you. Which basically gets us to step 3, which is dial down how they make the video, to make them yourself, to also improve or even hire a team to create it for you. Now, I'm gonna talk about the uploading optimization part. Now, if possible, when you're starting a channel, if you can start with a YouTube account. What I mean by that, because with short, you can just start with it doesn't have to have 1,000 subscribers. It could just be an account. Let's say, for example, if you created a YouTube channel, maybe not a full-blown channel, but you create an account that you've been browsing on YouTube, but you never upload on it. I would use that account. Preferably, I found it actually worked best when a channel or an account is aged to start uploading on. It's not confirmed yet. I said this on another video. I found that channels or accounts that are more older tend to get traction a lot faster than those that are newer, right? If I create a channel or an account today and I start uploading on it, sometimes I find it take a lot longer to get traction. So I tell people to start with an age account, which is going to perform a lot better. And another thing that you can do once you make this video, you can repurpose them and also upload them on TikTok. Now, some people would say go to Facebook and, Snapchat and all this different type of stuff, but YouTube is the main breadwinner. YouTube pay the most out of all the platform. TikTok, you can still make some money, but since you get in the video, you might as well repurpose it and upload another platform, and you can add some additional stream of income to it. I'm not going to talk too much about that because I'm not a TikTok expert. I don't like to talk about stuff that I'm not an expert in, but this is another one that I see a lot of people doing and also being able to bring an extra source of income themselves. And you can use a website, for example, like repurpose.io, where it would actually repurpose and upload that video on other platforms for you automatically. So it's actually a good tool that you can actually use if you want to go and add that additional stream of income. But I would highly recommend you focus on YouTube first. And the only requirement that you're gonna need with YouTube, with a short, which won't really take a lot of time, if you're uploading good quality video and you're within a good niche, you need to have at least right here where it's eligibility. I'll zoom in with the screenshot I take. You need to have at least usually 500 subscribers, and obviously the video uploaded for YouTube channel to be monetized. But the main one that's gonna matter is you need to get 3 million views. For some people, so within the last 90 days, you have to have 3 million views. For some people, that might sound like a lot, but trust me, with short, you can get one short that go viral and get 3 million views. It's actually not that hard. It's actually harder to get 3 million views in a long form video, to be quite honest with you guys. So you need to have 3 million views, and then easily you apply for the monetization, which is a pretty self-explanatory process from there. And with TikTok, which I said to focus the least on, is you basically need to have 10,000 followers and your video must have at least 100,000 views in the last 30 days. And another big thing that's been trending right now is once you get 3 million views, you can also get YouTube sponsorship, which is where you get paid for putting music in the background of your video. Now, I briefly walked over this. For some of you guys might want to automate this from the beginning, or a lot of you guys, whether you're starting from a position where you don't have too much fun, is you can make the video yourself. I would highly recommend, like I mentioned even earlier, you can use onlinejob.ph, which is a very good website, which have people in the Philippines. Now with onlinejob.ph, usually it's gonna be around, I think it was $69 per month, but you only need to pay for it once and find that team that's gonna make the video for you, or that person, and then you just cancel the subscription, because you're gonna need to pay for it to be able to get access to more talent. So if I show you guys the website right now, you guys can see with the pricing, if you just get the free, you can only do 3 job posts and you can message like 15 people, right? But this one you can message up to 200 people. So imagine you have 200 different editors you're speaking to that are a potential candidate. So you want to have more option and be able to pick the best person at the best pricing, which is why I recommend people to just get that subscription for just once, and then you cancel it as soon as you find your person, which shouldn't take more than a week. And of course, you can also use Facebook group or Discord. There's a lot of Facebook group for editors that you can actually use. And lastly, once you actually broaden the team, one thing I want to show you guys, which I like about YouTube, is when you hire that person to make the video for you, to completely automate the process, you don't have to give them the username and password of your channel, or you don't have to receive the video and then you upload it yourself. You can just go to the setting right here and click on permission and actually invite them to the channel. And you just put their email there and you send them editor limited access, and now they'll be able to upload the video for you on the channel without having, full control to your email, which I highly recommend once you have a team to just do that, which is gonna erase you out of the equation. Now, if you guys have any question concerning everything that I actually showed and teach, you guys can actually message me on Instagram. You guys can put the comment below. I usually read them, but sometimes it does take me a while because I don't have my notification on. But if you do message me on Instagram, usually I actually do reply on Instagram, so I'll be able to respond to your question, or even comment below, then I'll be able to respond either way, but I respond fast on Instagram. And if you're somebody that's interested in how we can actually build this out for you, done for you, where we actually pick the niche and do the research and build the channel, get it monetized, and actually operate it for you, and even automate the channel on your behalf, then you might have a chance to be one of the people that I work with on a monthly basis to actually help them build a profitable channel. So there's gonna be a link below. You can actually go to the link, and it's just a straightforward link where you can actually book a call with me or one of my partner, and then we can walk you through our process of how we actually do this for individual. Now, I'll be quite honest, this is more for people. Let's say, for example, you're a busy person, you're a busy entrepreneur, or you're already working, you don't have time to be able to build this for yourself. We actually would do this for you. And as a matter of fact, to be straightforward, it's something that I actually do with people, because some of my clients actually go on a rev share. So it's in our best interest for your channel to actually perform, so that way I can actually make money from it too at the same time. So not only will get you to make money, it also make me money, which is a win-win situation. So if you're someone that is interested in even like partner with me to actually help you build the channel, then you can go to the link below and book a call. And if it's a good fit, then we'll let you know how it works. If not, you just got a game plan to be able to do this yourself. So thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys on the next one.